Hi guys, it's Nathan, and today's just going to be a brief first impressions video of my thoughts on the R15 driver from TaylorMade that's supposedly going to be announced later on today. Starting with the looks, I think it looks good. It looks very similar to the slider, but this is an important driver for TaylorMade. They need to get back a little bit of loyalty from customers. You know, when R7, R9 and R11 was released, so everybody was talking about, the new the new TaylorMade drivers coming out. They need to get back that buzz. They need to create that hype again, because I feel the last two drivers haven't been commercially as successful as TaylorMade would have hoped. The looks are good. It's gone back to that white club head, which was last seen with R11 as a or R1 as a mass-produced driver. They did do a white slider, but that was only a limited run. It's got the rail, so they've innovated on it a little bit. We've got two weights now, so we're going to have two 12.5 grams, so equaling 25 grams of movable weight on the rail. So you can just dial it in a little bit more efficiently instead of just having one weight that you can move to position A, for instance. You're going to be able to just dial it in a little bit more. They've adjusted, or they've changed the hosel adapter as well. So a 10-degree head can actually go from 8 to 12, and your 12-degree head can go from 10 to 14. So there's a little bit more adjustment with in terms of the loft on the hosel. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to incorporate the face angle with the loft change. So in previous years, you take loft off, it opens the club face, so it creates more of a fade. And you add loft and it's closing the club face to create more of a draw bias. So it'll be interesting to see if they've got any design cues up their sleeve to sort of help adjust that. I know with R1 you had the sole plate that you could turn around so it almost sat the club open or square or closed at address, so to try and offset some of that change as dramatically. There are actually two head models, so you're going to be getting a 460 and a 430. So 460 is predominantly designed for everybody. Anybody can use the 460, and you have your 430 head, which has got a slightly higher spinning version. So it's more designed towards the lower handicap of the more elite player. So it'd be interesting to see how those two perform in comparison to each other. Now, talking about spin, if you look at the driver, it's very the rail is very similar to slider, but it's actually closer to the club face. So what that means, they're bringing the CG even closer to the club face. With slider, if you cast your memories back, just after slider was released, they launched this loft up campaign, but to try and get people hitting the ball as they should. The driver was so low spinning. They needed to create extra spin and change the launch conditions that they were getting. So one way TaylorMade found out how to do that was just to loft up. They created a big marketing slogan around it, but what it was just the drivers wasn't performing how they would in their previous models. So if some guy come in and he was using a 10-degree driver, this guy probably needed an 11 or 11.5 or even 12 to try and get the same launch conditions as his previous driver. So it'd be interesting to see how this performs in terms of launch conditions. Moving this even closer to the face, it's in line with the hosel, that's how close to the face it is, will affect the launch conditions as well. So it'll be interesting to see how all of this pans out. It'll be interesting to see what TaylorMade have to say about it. And hopefully we should be getting one in the shop by Christmas time, so I'll take a video and take a few pictures of it being in hands. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think TaylorMade are going to do this year? Do you think that they are going to continue to be the #1 brand in golf, or do you think people like Callaway, who have been slowly creeping up on them, are going to overtake them with their new products that are coming out? We've seen the 815 Big Bertha Alphas, and that stuff is fantastic. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys think is going to happen with TaylorMade in this coming year. Many thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.